Hey guys, what's up? It's the Slurpee Maker. I'm making this video about the association that I've written a book about. If you haven't seen my description or my links below, please do check them out. They will help you in achieving simple acquisitions that will entirely change your life as it did change mine. I'd like to introduce to you the ability to be disassociated and not acquainted with anyone, and that's the ability to have this sort of hard work and dedication to your own personal interests aside from America's interests, and make a coming of yourself when you're in public because you want to achieve your goals. When we are doing whatever we want to do to the family or our friend circle or networking, we want to come off as someone valuable for both the company and yourself and the personal interests of others. If you're able to help them produce the ability to create their goals and help them achieve their already made goals, and you can be able to do anything you want. Now, the jurisdiction of money is such that you really don't need all that much money, but you need just enough to get by, survive, or even enjoy your life, and that is the game of capitalism and democracy. So if you do agree with me, hit that like and subscribe, and we can make this community grow for the better. Having many reasons to not be acquainted with anyone is the sort of position to say that you can achieve goals wherever you are and not really need anyone's help. After all, the artificial intelligence and many other technologies really make sure that you can really achieve that. Having utilization of these tools can really influence your future because they are going to be surrounded by these tools, even if the population is so high, because quite honestly, people are really terrible when they don't care. As you can see, there are quite a few people who can really feed the world and end world hunger, but that isn't the agenda. The agenda is to make sure that sex, money, power, status is maintained by America's interests, which is why we have sanctions, military threats, nuclear war, or nuclear threats, and also the addition of poverty threats, because that's what the trade war is currently going on about. For the discussion of problematic situations, is you might have the whole situation that you won't be acquainted or associated with anybody, but we have immigrant families and American families who get jealous of that position that you work really hard for, because you know the competition is always competing and you don't want them to interfere with your personal interests, even though you are contributing like a normal citizen and Samaritan for the company that you're working for. These families and immigrant families, American and indigenous, really come to the conclusion that they don't want you to achieve your goals and you have to be acquainted with someone. Just like whoever the hierarchy for beauty standards and whoever the hierarchy for physical strength is, you're going to have to end up in someone else's domain, because that is called America's interest, and they don't want you to be by yourself. Otherwise you're going to be such a huge success that they're going to talk about how they don't really need to follow America's interest to make money, which is primarily what this channel is about: the competition and the relationship of competition, and it can be addressed every single day, and I think it's a good thing to talk about. If you also agree with me or sometimes think about these deep concepts, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll be able to produce more content for you, as it will support the channel. Now, the other side of this whole addition of not being acquainted with someone is the realization that someone who's not acquainted has the ability to say no. Many people throughout the world across of having this sort of demeanor to say that, hey, you look like you're not having this situation of spending your money for the economy. Well, I don't really like that, and I want to make sure that my human spiritual energy is going to give you that position to buy something from my company, or at least get someone, because I don't want you to necessarily not spend your money. This entirely is the mediocrity of the American system of income, and you won't be able to do anything about it because the baby boomers really don't know anything about social media and are unable to really make money unless they're really the outlier. So what you can do about this is really just pursue your own interests and make sure that you understand that these people aren't going to be able to achieve their goals. I wrote about it and many scenarios like this, or a few scenarios like this, in my book called The Acquisition Rebuttal, Passive Buyer Dissociate, where you dissociate from anyone and everyone in the communities or even your own family to tell them that you could still achieve your goals despite their whatever knowledge that they have they want to pursue on you. You can relate this to America's interest to say that America's interest is political, sanctionable, and nuclear threatable, because we make sure that the money that, as I discussed earlier, is to make sure that it preserves America's interests. Now, I think that covers most of the topics of this video. It mostly is about how guys just want to say, you guys are saying no to my presentation of my ability to provide income for my company, which is income for me, and that's a huge threat. So you'd be able to reduce the competition into absolutely nothing, because they would have no position in telling you that you could achieve your goals, when you really could do that when it is harassment, and ultimately competition is harassment itself. If you agree with me, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.